Hello, we are from Group 5. We'll carry out an academic vocabulary final exam project with the topic Culture in Our Country. Before that, my name is Azarya Yehuda as Yehuda and my friends.
Hello, I'm Laurentya V as Lauren.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Sandra as Sandra.
Hello guys, how are you?
Hi Yehuda, I'm fine. It's quite fun here.
Hello guys, I'm good and it's also a lot of fun here.
I'm grateful. There are so many things I want to tell you guys.
It's been a very long time since we meet like this.
Yeah, we have our own busy life.
I hope we can meet in person next time.
Maybe we'll meet in December?
That's right. We shall celebrate Christmas together.
You have to bring a present for me, okay?
Yeah, I know that.
Don't forget my gift too.
Yes, I won't forget.
Well, I can't wait. Then, how is your life in Singapore?
Living in Indonesia and in Singapore are almost the same. When I want to go to campus, there are also traffic jams. I think it's better to live in Indonesia than in Singapore. Their people are very individualistic.
Hmm, are they friendly or do they ignore it because they are too individual?
Singaporeans are very friendly. They always smile when they meet people, even if they don't know them. It's just that I don't like their individualistic attitude. Mostly they travel alone without friends.
Then, how did you spend your time there?
Uh, Here, I spend my time just by going to campus, eating, traveling, meetings, and sleeping. And as long as you know, in fact, in Singapore, there are also a lot of subsidies from the government, but only school that comes from the government get it.
Wow, I think the educational scholarship there are very open.
That's how it's, Sandra. And so, how about in Australia? Can you adapt the culture? Uh, I see in your Instagram post you are quite close to them.
Yeah, I am close with some of my friends, as you can see. Australia is a primarily Western culture, originally derived from Britain but also influenced by the unique geography of Australia and the cultural input of Aboriginal, Torres Strait Islander, and other Australian people.
Wow. Then what about their language? Doesn't Australia have an official language, Sandra?
Actually, Australia has no any official language. It is largely monolingual with English being de facto national language. Australian English is a major variety of the language which is immediately distinguishable from British, American, and other national dialects by virtue of its unique accent pronunciation, idioms, and vocabulary.
Cool. I took Australia had an official language. Then, how do they greet it together?
You know, when I go to a coffee shop, they greet me like this: "Good day" or "Good day, mate." You seen it in the movie, right? However, this is less common in cities. Many Australians greet by saying, "Hey, how are you?" like that. So, what about you, Yehuda? How do Indians greet each other?
We here also have a unique greeting. We have a culture of Namaste greeting. Namaste itself means I salute you. Self-confidence usually always increases when given this greeting. We greet each other with our arms folded in front of our chest, which means hopefully our talks meet. This greeting is historical for the people of India.
Looks like you guys so teach me Australian slang and names the greetings.
I also often see posts on your Instagram, Yuda. India is very interesting, isn't it? I heard that case division is still there, right?
India has its own charm. The Indian people still maintain and carry out their customs, such as dance, events, and worship traditions. The division of society or caste level still applies in India, such as Brahmins, Satrians, Vaisa, and Sadras. There is even a ban on intercaste marriages.
Wow, it's really unique and very interesting. It's still very unique there.
Besides that, eating with hand is still typical there. Eating with the right hand is an example of a distinctive culture which spread in southern and eastern India. But this culture is hard to find in North and West India. In North and West India, people use a spoon to scoop up food, but they still use their bare hands to split the bread.
Oh, really? Looks like it's the same like in Indonesia, right? I also heard about that once. How about the food?
Yeah, I'm used to eating by hand. Then what about the food here? Extraordinary. It is a filling and unique meal. I found all kinds of food in every region of India having a special dish or ingredients. However, staples throughout the country consist of rice, wheat, and bingogram or kana. Me and my friend from Indonesia also enjoy the food here. There are some food that left a long-lasting taste in my mouth.
Sounds super amazing. Speaking of Indians' unique ways of eating food, does Singapore have signature dishes?
Singapore has typical food resulting from intercommunity fusion, from simple roti prata to harmonious chicken curry and rice. In fact, traditional food in Singapore is a fusion of Indian China's dishes, such as Sichuan-style curries and fried basmati rice.
Really, I usually ate Hainanese chicken in Indonesia. I really want to try it from Singapore. And I also heard that Singapore is a really clean country, isn't it?
Yeah, Singapore are very disciplined when it comes to cleansing. Even the country was chosen to be cleanest in Asia. As a result, the country of Singapore is visited by many tourists and shopping in Singapore.
So cool. I think India is the cleanest country in Asia. Is there anything else that makes Singapore worthy of being a holiday destination?
Apart from that, Singapore also has annual activities such as the Singapore Art Festival, which are mostly in the form of exhibition, concert, and festival. Over time, state comedy dramas have also expired quiet of drastic increase, and there are even stand-up comedy events held every week.
Cool. By the way, how do you know so much, Sandra? Do you also have friends in India and Singapore?
Yeah, of course. But my friend from India has now returned to his country because his family will arrange an arranged marriage there. Isn't it exciting?
What? That betrayal still exists, right? I haven't heard of it a long time.
Maybe the culture of arranged marriage sounds foreign to us, but it turns out that the culture of arranged marriage in India is still common. Even though it is now in modern times, the concept of arranged marriage is still a favorite culture among Indian people. In fact, arranged marriages have become a tradition. The royal family has a ceremony known as Swayamba. Many of my friends also depend on their parents for their soulmates.
Really, India is very interesting. And once he told me about that too, and I'm very surprised.
I was surprised to hear that, just like Indonesia in the past, it turns out that there are many similarities between India and Indonesia. I envy you, Yuda. I really miss the culture in Indonesia, especially regarding their friendliness when visiting. What about the rules of visiting there?
Just like in our country of birth, guest hospitality is an important part of Indian culture, custom, and traditions. We know Atiti Devo Bhava, which means the guest is the equal to the king. Guest has always been very important in Indian culture. Visiting is a separated happiness for the people here.
What? Is it true? Reminds me of our hometown in Indonesia.
Very cool. Very different from where I live now, Singapore.
So remember our hometown. What will you bring me if we meet, guys?
I still don't know. For sure, I will bring lots of souvenirs.
I don't know, maybe lots of meat.
Hi, meat. Is meat delivered in Australia?
I think the meat in Australia is different. You have to bring a lot of meat, Sandra.
You know, in Australia, uh, Australia's abundant natural resources allow access to a large variety of quality meats, and to barbecue beef or lamb in the open air is considered a cherished national tradition. So, I will bring you a lot of meat.
So can't wait. I think we'll in here, friends. Tonight is quite fun. Hopefully we can meet again. I will look forward to many stories from you guys.
Yes, it's also very late hard. I hope you are very well there. I look forward to good news from you guys.
Alright, see you guys. Good night.
Good
See you.
night.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.